You're watching KATU News on Digital.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into today's Digicast. I'm Noelle Forde. Happy Friday, May 10th. TGIF, we have finally made it to Friday. And if you've walked outside today, you've noticed the hot weather out there. We could make it to 90 degrees, could set records. Rhonda has been talking about it all week. So that brings me to my first story for you guys today. We're on your side, telling you about all the possible dangers and just safety tips that you need for this hot weather. So Multnomah County health officials, they tell KATU that the department's going to discuss today whether to open cooling shelters this weekend. This is something that comes up, as soon as it starts to get hot. The threshold for opening them is 90 degrees. It is forecasted to hit 90 degrees first day of the year, so we could see that. Search and rescue volunteers, they also say that they're preparing for a surge in hikers. So they want to remind everybody, plan ahead, wear lightweight clothing, proper shoes, make sure you have enough water to stay hydrated. And they actually have another trick that you can do if you need to cool off in the water. So just take a listen to what they said.
An easy way that you can stay wet without having to go in those freezing cold temperature waters is getting like a bandana, getting it wet and putting it on yourself.
Yeah, that's some good advice right there. So the health department search and rescue also says just because the temperatures outside are higher, it doesn't mean the water temperature has caught up. We have been reminding you about this all week, but that especially matters when the snow is melting and, of course, it is the first warm day of the year, so that water is still cold. Something else that you do need to still watch out for is, of course, the hot weather and getting an air conditioner. So we did want to bring up some resources for free ACs. So make sure that your air conditioning is ready for summer. Test it out right now. If you have a portable air conditioning unit, make sure the filter is clear. I would just kind of pull it out and see what it looks like. I'm scared to see what mine looks like right now. But I mentioned those programs to help people who may need an AC. So Cooling Portland, they provide portable cooling and heating units to low-income Portlanders who are vulnerable. That application period happening right now, it runs through May 17th. We do have all the information that you're going to need online over on our website, katu.com. So yeah, just a good program that you can take advantage of if you need it, for sure. And then my next story, this is a talker. Students at 2 Portland schools, they could soon be forced to lock up their cell phones during the school day. It is something that a few other school districts across the country have tried. It's just to make sure that students are paying attention to their classwork in school and not paying attention to the phone. So yeah, what they're using right there, that is the pouch that these phones are going to go into. So I want to talk to you about this. This is a pilot program starting this August. First assignment of the day at Grant High School is locking up the phone and smartwatch. So this is happening at 2 schools, Grant High School and then Beaumont Middle School. So these personally assigned pouches, every student is responsible to bring them to and from school every single day. That is their responsibility. So the phones are going to be locked up for 7 hours during lunch as well. Students carry around the pouch with them for the whole day. And then at the end of the day, they're going to have access to unlocking stations. There's going to be some exceptions for students with disabilities. We did speak to some Grant students out there. They're not too happy about it, but we also spoke to some of their parents, though, and their parents supported it. Take a listen.
I don't know how I'm going to comprehend with it, but I think they should, at least at lunch, give it back with us because most people, leave off campus to go get food and stuff, so we, need our phone in case something happens or to buy our food.
I think it's a great idea. It's a constant battle for us to try to, get them to pay attention to things other than the phone. It's like their world is just kind of encapsulated in that device.
And Grant High School says parents are going to have some chance to weigh in at an open house. They haven't set the date for that open house, but of course KATU is going to stick with that story and update you with that. But something interesting, this company, they have been using these pouches before at schools. I kind of alluded to it. So I wanted to show you the improvements they say that they've seen so far with using these pouches. So take a look at your screen right here. We're about to show you these numbers. See 83% improvement in student engagement, 74% in student behavior, 65% in academic performance. So the company has seen some success with using this in the past. We will see how it goes at PPS, but research shows kids can receive notifications 500 times a day. I don't know who is getting that many notifications, though. That's a lot. The National Institute of Health, though, does report that mobile devices can cause problematic behavior in school, distraction in class, and increase anxiety. There's also concern about students bringing burner phones to school, putting those in pouches, and then keeping their active phones. So the school district says that this is something they're going to look into. But yeah, students bringing burner phones, that is not something that you expect to hear. But of course, we're going to keep continuing tracking this story because that is a talker for sure. And my next story that I want to talk to you about, this is exciting for any sports fans out there. The Winterhawks, they're going to have a game tonight. So let's get over to our sports director, Tyree, just to give us a preview of what we can expect tonight.
My friends, the Portland Winterhawks have gone through a long season that started all the way back in last September. Now they'll be hoping to end things with a WHL Championship trophy against a team they lost to earlier this year.
68 games played, 48 victories, and only 15 losses. Those numbers have earned the Portland Winterhawks the opportunity to play in the Western Hockey League Finals for the first time in a decade.
Really special. I've been here 4 years, and this is the coolest moment of my career so far. We're excited, especially getting home ice this weekend. It's going to be awesome.
Hawks play host to the first 2 games of the series and the last 2 if necessary, which could be possible seeing as their opponent is a tough one in the Moose Jaw Warriors.
We watched Moose Jaw play some of the games in the Saskatoon series. We only had 1 game against them during the year. As I said, they've got some high-end talent. We're going to have to make sure we defend well. We're going to make sure that we deny some time and space out there on the ice. This will be really important. And then I think that we play our game.
And their game has grown and flourished this season thanks to veterans from that 2019 draft class such as Kyle Chazowski and Josh Morey, both who have seen the ups and downs of the team over the last 5 years and knows this is the season to win it.
Our group of guys have been together for a really long time, and we've been working for this for a really long time. And last couple of years haven't gone our way. Losing in the second round obviously sucked, but this year, getting past that was, I think, a kind of huge moment for us. And then to keep on going and be here now at the championship is really special.
We're 12-2 this playoff, so we're doing good things. I think we've got to keep the pressure behind us. You know, no nerves, just confidence. We're excited, and I think let this momentum in the crowd carry us into a victory.
Game 1 of the WHL Finals is Friday at Veterans Memorial Coliseum, with the puck dropping at 7 p.m.
They're a really good team, of course, but I think so are we. So, I mean, I think we just stick to what we need to do for this game coming up and take the energy from the fans that will be here and just come out hard.
4 wins away from the championship trophy, but for Coach Johnson, what's more impressive is players' development.
It's special to see those guys, what they can accomplish, but it's also special to see how they mature and grow, both on the ice and off the ice over that time. We're trying to prepare them to become pros. We're trying to prepare them for life after hockey. And I really think as a team we've grown this year, and we're ready for the biggest challenge of our year.
All right, thank you for that, Tyree. And this is a pretty big game. This is the WHL Championship Series, so a big deal for the team. Again, we said it multiple times, but that starts at 7 tonight if you do want to watch it. A lot of fun events happening this weekend, and we're going to have some good weather. So that's going to be our story today for K2 just all day. Tonight at 4, 5, and 6, we should have some more information on how to stay safe out there. Also, we're talking about swimming because there's issues with rip currents. The water's colder, so just things you need to be aware of if you go on the water. That's going to be tonight at 4, 5, and 6. Have a great day, everybody.
This has been a K2 News Digicast. K2 News is on your side.